Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This is one of those times when you hate to be right about things, and I'm pretty sure that that happened to all of us at one point in our lives. But I hate to be right about the important stuff. And I don't know um, when you talk about something, and then you say, "Okay, I uh, I foresee that this is going to be this way." And if you predict something, and then you have the experts, the mass media, the politicians making statements that no, it's going to be this way, not that way. Okay, you say, well, all right, let's see. And after the event, develops and ends, you draw the conclusion and you find out that they were all wrong, and this side was right, and it makes you think these guys could be crooks or stupid or both. It's no way around it to be so wrong about something that was so obvious that would be the other way that they are saying it would be. In this case, you remember that when the NATO, the European Union, NATO members, whatever, the West started imposing sanctions on Russia, on Russian oil, Russian gas. Russia said, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. You are going to pay in rubles. All right? That's what you're going to do. I don't know if you remember, but there were presidents, prime ministers, foreign ministers, analysts, uh, advisors saying, economists saying that no, they will not pay. We will not pay for gas, Russian gas in rubles, or for Russian oil in rubles. And the Russians said, yes, you will pay. And I said, yes, they will logically have to pay because they can't just disconnect overnight without alternatives. They have to. They're caught. And sure, that happened again here. This article that I picked from Reuters from today, May 20th, 2022, by Stefan Jokis and Marcus Weckett, has this title: Germany and Italy approved Russian gas payments after nod from Brussels. So I don't know if you remember Mario Draghi, the Italian prime minister. We will never pay for gas and oil from Russia. You remember Olaf Scholz, the German chancellor. A contract is a contract. No, we will never pay that. No. The French said the same thing, together with Olaf Scholz. I posted a video when that happened, and I made a claim that will happen. You will pay. Then European Union tried to place an embargo on gas and oil from Russia and so on. It didn't work out because many countries in Europe depend too much on fossil fuels, which are provided by Russia in this case. Austria, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Germany, Bulgaria, Poland, then Baltic states. Baltic states are 5 million people altogether, so they don't really count. It's a city. So if you can provide for the Baltic states just by gathering the cows to provide gas. That would be good enough. But I'm just saying, Poland, 37 million or so. That's a big population over there. So some countries, Finland, Russia cut off gas tonight. Over there over there in Europe is Saturday right now. Here is still Friday. They cut off in the early morning. That's why they claimed. And because they didn't pay. They didn't pay. The Russians said, we'll cut off. They did. I said Russians are very consistent in what they say they will do, and they will do, and did. The same when they say, guys, we're approaching a third world war, where it's a great risk of nuclear war. The other guy said what? Dismissed. Bravado. We heard this before. Guys, they have a high rating of credibility, and as I said, they are very consistent. Consistency. All right, let's read further here. So they were wrestling in the European Union if it's legal, it's not legal to open accounts with Gazprom Bank and paying rubles or not. Yes, no. Mario Draghi about a week ago came and said, I've never written over there that we cannot pay in rubles, so we will not, violate any embargo or any, sanction. So here you go. Milan / Berlin. Germany and Italy told companies they could open ruble accounts to keep buying Russian gas without breaching sanctions against Moscow, following discussions with European Union sources said. The debate over Russia's demand that foreign buyers, the unfriendly countries, not foreign, unfriendly countries, the ones that placed sanctions on Russia, they have to do that. The other ones, we're cool. So not the foreign buyers pay gas in rubles has tested the resolve of European government to take a hard line against Moscow over the war in Ukraine. They were not involved, but they inserted themselves, being pushed by the big boss from across the Atlantic. Bulgaria, Poland, and Finland have refused to comply with Moscow's demand that importers pay for gas via ruble accounts with Gazprom Bank, and their supplies have been snipped. All right, so Brussels has given 2 sets of written guidances of how to buy Russian gas without breaching sanctions, but the legal route remains foggy, as Draghi said, as EU officials also advised firms in a closed-door meeting not to open ruble accounts with Gazprom Bank. Why do you think it was a closed-door meeting? Because we don't have to hear what they talk about. Not the Russians, because they have people in there. They know. We don't know. All right. So, and then they talk about ambiguity, gray zone. It's a gray zone. There's no gray zone. You're going to pay. You said you will. The Italian government also spoke to the European Commission and received clarity on how to buy Russian gas legally, a Syrian senior government source told Reuters. That happened before Italian energy company Eni said on Tuesday it had begun proceedings to open 2 accounts, one in euros and one in rubles. It's not only Eni. Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi said last week that it was a gray zone and said a funny thing. That's his quote. Whether complying with Russia's payment scheme would breach sanctions with no official ruling on the matter. So no, they're weasels. Most contracts EU firms have with Gazprom are in euros and or dollars, but they will do what they need to do. Oh man, and it says here that Brussels could launch legal action against governments that fail to enforce them, but member states disagree on gas payments. Poland has demanded clearer advice from Brussels on whether companies can open rubles accounts. Well, they can, obviously, right? And we have here another we know that this article that I had another article I was looking for, but it just was a different source with the same message, where it says that the Germans and Italians will buy, and it was an article from the Russian media where the Russians claim that most European partners or buyers of gas from Europe, they already opened accounts in rubles. So that was the other article I was looking for, but I didn't save it. So nevertheless, it was it came today, and the Russians claim that more than half of the companies who buy Russian gas already opened accounts in rubles to pay in rubles, and they said that they will actually publish the list of the companies who paid and companies who did not pay. And I'm assuming they will all pay, or most of them. They need revenue. What are they going to do? Close? That's the alternative. Well, so that little chest pounding, oh my God, beating, we're not going to pay. Yes, you will pay. And many other things you will do. Many other things you will do. that now you say you will not do. You will do, because it's natural, it's normal. There's certain things that are so obvious that I know how you have the chutzpah to come in front of the TV and say, no, we will not do that. Really? And how are you just going to survive, guys? You have populations. You have populations that you have to feed. You have to heat. You have to provide light. You have to provide gas for the cars. How will you do that overnight? Maybe you need some time to slow down. And in the meantime, your economy is going to slow down and the price is going to shoot up because of less supply. Who's going to bring you the supply? Saudi Arabia? Yes, after Biden is going to apologize maybe to Salman. Yeah, supposedly they're going to meet in about a month. That's talk about meeting, and then probably the Salman will try to bring more output of crude oil on the market, and offset the Russians disappearing. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. You're gonna have gas, Europe. You're gonna have gas, Russian gas.